Hello, air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. How are you? Thank you so much for coming here and wanting to click here. I appreciate you already. If you are the person who likes to be in the comments, I would love to see you in the comments. Really, getting in the comments and offering a thumbs up is what's going to grow this tribe. So I'm depending on you to do that. And so if you would like to grow this tribe, please reach out and hit that thumbs up. All right, so I am here to do readings for all the air signs, and I am going to start with, who am I going to start with, Charlie? We're going to start with Aquarius. So the rest of you can scroll along. I've marked everything in the description below, so you'll be able to easily find what you need just by scrolling. All right, Aries, so I just want to let you know that there is a reading sale on right now, up to $15 off my readings. Please look in the description by the yellow dot if you're interested in a reading at all. We are using different decks this time around. We are using the Amira's coffee cup oracles. That's what she calls them. And then we've got the Tarot of Mystical Moments, and although you've probably seen it before, it's not a deck I've owned until now, so I'm enjoying all of this new energy. Here we go. Let's look at it for Aquarius. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Please tell me about Aquarius. Please tell me about Aquarius for the next couple of weeks. For Aquarius, we are starting out with dolphins. That's got to be good news, right? Yeah, it says playfulness and cooperation. I like it. Another one. We've got the horse. Interesting. Let's see if we can pull another animal here. Horses. It says freedom and action. Oh, I like it. Oh, look at this. Look at that. Aquarius, you willed it so. There it is, the bear. Yeah. And so we end up with dolphins, horses, and bears. Very interesting. So for what's on your mind, it is freedom and action. So freedom to take action intuitively. Horses are highly intuitive. There's no damn way you're staying on a horse if you're scared. That horse is going to feel that in an instant and feel really worried about you being the driver. So yeah, horses and completely intuitively. So what I want to say is the freedom tells me, okay, I'm just hearing that song from like way back. I forget how far back it is. Free your mind, and the rest will follow. Free your mind. Don't be so shallow. So it feels like you've had a change of mind, or you freed your mind. You're going to be free to take action soon. So if you're feeling stuck, this energy makes me feel like you are about to make a decision to be unstuck. You're about to get out of your head and into your gut energy. That's what it feels like. And then we have strength and resourceful. The bear is definitely all of that. I always look at this thing that's glowing on the nose of the bear here. It's almost like a realization. And I want to say like it's right there. It's right there. You can see it if you open your eyes. And if you want to see it, you can. I don't know who needs to hear that, and I don't really know what that means. The bear is the leader, though. Is the one who's going to take the lead, who's gonna, forge the paths, whether it's through the Arctic tundra or through the grass. Yeah, always resourceful, ever looking for food sources, right? That's what they do. They kind of wander and they live to eat, sort of. Yep. All right. See what else we've got for Aquarius, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about dolphins. I want to know about playfulness and cooperation. It's not a bad way to start a reading, that's for sure. Tell me about dolphin energy, please. Playfulness and, does it say cooperation? That's what it says. Cooperation. You might be getting cooperation from your mind to work with your gut as we move into this horse energy here. Tell me about the dolphins for Aquarius. Got the Page of Cups. And the Three of Pentacles in reverse. It feels like somebody who you thought it was over with resurfaces. That's what it feels like here. Three of Pentacles is in the reverse. I feel like somebody is going to resurface. The Page of Cups is the surprise. It's a surprise, but it's also an apology. It's a longing for something. As I look at this particular depiction, somebody's longing for some type of connection. The Three of Pentacles is in the reverse, so we're not on each other's team. You're not on the same page as this person. Aquarius, I think that this person probably is quite entertaining for you, is what I want to say, or they make you laugh, or they make you forget your troubles, or that's what I want to feel. It feels like that. But with the Three of Pentacles in the reverse, it just feels like there's so many fundamental differences between you. And when I say fundamental differences, I mean like maybe you're a spiritualist and they're a Mormon. Do you know what I mean? It's very stark contrast. So I feel like you're wondering if someone's on your team or if you're ever going to be able to get on the same page. But this person, I feel, is so lighthearted and fun, and they're someone who you get along with so well. But I think the Three of Pentacles is in the reverse because there are some really stark contrasts or differences between the opinions you and this person hold, and that can get into a problematic area when you get into a relationship and get married, let's say, and you don't know whether to raise the kids in religion or not. Like it really does impact everything. I think this person gives you affection. They make you feel cared for. They make you feel, they nourish your soul. They nourish your heart space. But I just don't think you're on the same page with them. Horse. We've got the Nine of Swords. Interesting. The worrisome, worried about being free or being single, taking action to be single. You don't want to be the one to cut it away. The horse is looking over at the dolphins. It's like the intuition's looking at the situation, knowing that, yes, on the surface, right? On the surface, this is the bottom, there's the surface. On the surface, this person is a lot of fun, and they're always saying yes to whatever you want to do, no matter what it is you want to do with them or when you want to see them, it's always a yes. We've got the Nine of Swords and the Page of Pentacles. Interesting mix of energy here. Your gut is telling you something in the present moment here, Aquarius. Your gut is telling you that you're worrying, that you've got this feeling in your gut for some reason. This starts as a feeling in the gut that something's just not right or something's just a little bit off. And then you ignore it, and then maybe it whispers a little bit louder, and you try and sleep at night and you can't. You know what I mean? It's like something that you're trying to feel out with your intuition, because I really do think you want to take the action to be free from this, because it really feels like there's something that had started building here that is now attached to some sort of feeling or emotion. And I think it's because you think that they're funny and happy and free and they're always in cooperation with you. They want to do whatever you want, but the Three of Pentacles, I think, is the issue here. And I think you worry about that because the Page of Pentacles is here. You want to begin again. You're trying to get things sorted in your pentacle world, and it just feels like you're looking for someone to fit into the spot of the Page of Pentacles. High Priestess, yeah. Your gut is pulling on you, for sure. Got the World card. Just listening. Strength and resourceful. All animals are intuitive, right? They have to be. It's the way they stay alive. I want to say that maybe you're used to going one way in your thought patterns, and it gets really hard when it's time for you to have to turn away or make a different decision or take a different road. That's where it gets really hard for you, because the bear isn't listening to anybody, right? The bear is living life intuitively. but it feels as though it says strength and resourcefulness, which tells me that you require some courage enough to feel your gut, to allow this intuitive feeling through. I think you're going to do it. I think you're coming to a realization, which might be this little thing on the bear's nose, which I'm still undecided. It almost looks like Tinkerbell, but it looks like maybe a moth or something like that. But I think it's a realization, right? Or it's now I see it up close. I see it for what it is. I think you're gonna make a decision to close this chapter. And maybe you've already physically closed the chapter. Maybe you've already said your goodbyes and you guys aren't seeing each other anymore. But I think it's still going on in your head, Aquarius. Let's clarify just a little bit for you here. Tell me about the dolphins, playfulness, and cooperation. Page of Cups. A world card. Which matches what's in the future, right? It's almost like you really enjoy this person's company and you really like them for who they are. You enjoy your time with them because they are playful. And you do have a heart connection. It must be a new connection because you're beginning to have a heart connection here. In the Page of Cups, or maybe they like to send you, romantic messages or something like that. It feels like in this row here that you're thinking over, should I really bring it to an end? Because the sad part of it is that there are fundamental differences here. I don't know if that's because you're different religions or you live in different parts of the world that have different social expectations, but it feels that way to me. And I do feel that you are, sort of, she's looking over the fish really, really closely, right? And so I feel like I think you're really trying to get up close, like get a really good look at what this is. I think you're being realistic, honestly. I think you're going at it slow. This is probably the end of the chapter as I'm seeing it here before you move forward. But I think that you've been trying to get to the World card for a long while. So the World card is indicative of closing chapters, right? Not cycles, but whole life chapters. It's like I went this way and now I'm turning right around and I'm going the other way. So you're closing the door. You might be ending how you feel with this person. And, it's like almost like with the Page of Cups is like she's taking one last look here. Just want to look really up close to make sure I know what I'm letting go of. But I think that Aquarius, that you have to let go of it because the World card shows up here. So it's a really hard decision because this is all the fixed energies and you know that better than anyone because you're Aquarius. I know it too because I'm Taurus. So this is all about Aquarius, Taurus, Leo, or Scorpio. Could be dealing with any of those signs. Yeah, the sad thing is that the Three of Cups is in the reverse. And I think you're realizing that this is or was, as it comes to an end, it would have never worked because of this one fundamental difference that we have between us. So now that makes more sense with the horse and the freedom, taking action. I think you're trying to free your mind. Yeah, free your mind. The rest will follow. So work on changing your mind. And that starts like in little places, right? Sometimes it's not this thing that you can change your mind about right away, but I'm just saying, take a different route to work. Change your hairstyle. Go out to a store and buy a bunch of clothes and let someone else dress you. Like, change your mind. Because when you change little things, like instead of, going left, going right at that spot that you usually get to, it makes those little changes, they all add up to being brave, big changes, like closing whole chapters. Talking about the horse and Nine of Swords. We've got the Queen of Cups, so it's really an emotional time. So if you find yourself doing a lot of feeling very overly emotional or just emotional in general. Maybe you're feeling like your emotions are shifting. Maybe some of you are crying, Pisces, right? Some of you might be crying. I just want you to know that that's the full moon purge. You're not going crazy. It's like you've made this decision under the full moon. This is the near past, right? This is the near past. And so you've made this decision up and coming to the full moon, and it ends the chapter. And now you're going to have to purge it. It's going to keep you up at night. Maybe you're not going to be, maybe it is a positive thing, but at first it doesn't look like a positive thing on the surface. I feel like you're trying to free your emotional self and take action to begin brand new here, to start something new. Let's take a look here. Nine of Swords and the Page of Pentacles. Three of Cups. It's time to get out and get more social. Yeah. So I think what you're going to do is you're going to free yourself from whatever went on back here. And the way you're going to start your healing is by becoming more social. Get out with your friends, get out with a soul tribe, a friend group, people from work. They maybe they ask you every Friday, hey, you coming for drinks? And you're like, no, thanks, I'm going to get home. Maybe it's time to just go for drinks finally, The Page of Pentacles is a messenger in the 3D. We're materializing things now. So I think what you're being told to do is if you're going to truly have a new start after changing your mind and closing a chapter, I believe it starts with connecting back to people. Because sometimes we can get up in our head about things that aren't going right, and sometimes we'll go silent. Right? Go silent and end up not talking to our friends. And before we know it, it's been a couple of weeks. Sometimes that happens when you're kind of in deep contemplation over sad things. But I think that the universe is saying that in this present moment here, you need some freedom to take action. For the Page of Pentacles, ask a friend out for coffee. And maybe that friend will ask a friend, and maybe it turns into a group of people down the road, right? Maybe you build your own soul tribe, but it's time to get a little more social so you can get out of your head, at least for a little while. I'm not saying it's going to cure all, but connecting to people is huge. It really is. All right, so we have the High Priestess and the Seven of Cups. And so the Seven of Cups for me is always decision made. It's like it's in a decision made within the heart space. The Seven of Cups, while it's in the upright, is a lot of confusion. I'm not really sure. There's too much to pick from. But when it's in the reverse, it's like, okay, now I think I know what I want. And that's why the bear is here, because the bear is the leader, right? The bear is the one who forges the path for the other animals, right? So I feel like you're using your intuition. You're finally listening to the intuition. You do make this decision about the heart space to just move forward and to find out what is out there. I feel like something's out there because of that little moth or whatever that's lit up on the bear's nose. I think, pointing into the future, that I think you already know with your intuition that something is out there, but something had to come to an end first, right? The person that you thought was the soulmate. So maybe they were a soulmate, but maybe they weren't a healed soulmate. Maybe they were someone who's not been working on themselves as hard as you have been, right? Yeah, and so I think it had you stuck. Not a bad place to be, not horrible, but not a place of growth. You're not growing when the sun's in the reverse. You're warm, laying there on the beach doing nothing, relaxing, but you're not growing. You're not doing anything towards your growth. So I think that you are making the decision to listen to your gut instead of what your mind wants, because your mind is going to want everything that comes through your eyeballs, right? Your soul knows what's up. Your intuition knows what's up. Tell me about the bear and the High Priestess, please. We have Four of Wands. So you say to yourself, I know what I want. This person can't give it to me. They never could. They told me they didn't want kids. I didn't listen. I thought they would change their mind, right? So sometimes it's that. I feel like now you have stability because you're the one who's making decisions with your gut. You're going to create your own stability. I feel like in the future is coming somebody who you're connected to like a soulmate and a deep, deep soul connection. We have the Page of Pentacles. Yeah, you're going to get a chance to try it again in the future. So the Page of Pentacles here, I think, is to be taken care of. It's like, it's time to get out. It's time to get more social, because, you know, there's so much life out there. There is so much life out there, and you never know what's waiting for you. If you keep yourself open to the universe and keep surrendering, something is going to come for you, because whatever's meant for you will never pass you by. And I think that's what this says here. You're going to get another chance to say yes. You're going to get another chance to tell somebody that you picked them for the Four of Wands. You're going to get another chance, because here comes another soulmate. We have so many soulmates in our lives, and as good as that soulmate connection back there felt, the one that was unhealed, the one that you could have never moved forward with, you're now going to get a chance to feel what it feels like when someone is actually sent for you that is ready, because you waited. Yeah, and waited to close the chapter first. Okay. So the Four of Wands, I think, is you using your gut. All I want is stability. I don't want somebody who's in and out of my life and not giving me any stability and isn't talking to me and I have to chase them. Yeah, your gut says, I want stability. I'm the leader, and that's what I'm going to get. You make the decision, and the universe delivers. There you go. There's your Page of Pentacles. Time to begin anew again. Here comes the message. Here comes the page. So the thing is you can't ever screw it up. If it's meant for you, you can't ever screw it up. And the challenge for the week ahead is the High Priestess. So that is the challenge. You really got to practice listening to your gut, Aquarius, I think. Because I feel like and I'm not saying that you're not, but I'm saying it gets really tough as opposed to your head and your heart that fight, right? Because the head will usually win because you're really cerebral. You're looking at things logically and factually rather than, within the heart space. And quite honestly, the High Priestess is an exercise in both, because the High Priestess is someone who does have to speak to people on a basis in which they have to be clear and honest, because they're connected to the universe and giving those messages. That's the card reader, that's the psychic or the clairvoyant or whoever that is, right? Someone who's super connected. I think your challenge in the week ahead is to get super connected, right? Get super connected to the self, to your gut, and start making choices intuitively. And I'm not just talking when it comes to love. I'm talking when it comes to eating. I've gone like whole days without eating because intuitively I felt like I just didn't need it. Like I wasn't hungry, and all the signs were telling me that I was satiated. And I've done that before, and it's quite freeing. Freedom here. Yeah, I think you're going to get better in touch with your intuition here, because you are looking for the long-term relationship, something that's stable, something that is going to last the test of time, something that is really grounded, someone you can depend on. Yeah. But first you have to move from the chaos to the calm here. Six of Swords. You have to. You got to disconnect from whatever went on back there. The Eight of Cups is here. You have to walk away from it, disconnect from it, and just move on, because there's work to be done here, and the work that needs to be done is the work on you. Yeah. You'll get what you want. You just got to follow the rules. That's all. I'm going to go for now, Aquarius. Thank you so much for clicking here. If you are interested in a private read, please look below into the description. You'll see the yellow dot. I do have a sale on right now, going on until the 21st of June, until it's a solstice sale. I don't know why I can't get these words out, y'all. So if you'd like to look in the description, you can see the different types of reads. I'm going to go on for now. Thank you guys for coming here. I appreciate you so much. Thanks, Aquarius. Love you guys. Bye. Hello, Gemini. I hope you are well. Happy birthday. For those of you who are celebrating, happy birthday to you. I decided now you are the sign that I have acknowledged your birthday more than 3 times. Everyone else is going to start to get jealous. Keep quiet. Okay, so Gemini, thank you for coming here. Thank you for clicking here. I do appreciate you already. Thank you so much. And thank you for the way that you've been throwing love at these videos, because I do really want to start doing them week by week. Pretty soon, I think we're going to be able to do that. So just please keep hitting that thumbs up. We are building our swords tribe here. And before you know it, there will be more energy on the table for you. All right, so we're doing it a little bit different. We're using different decks anyway. New deck. I've got Coffee Cup Oracles by Amira, and I've got the Tarot of the Mystical Moments is what I'm using. These are 2 new decks to my collection. That's what you guys do, you support my addiction. You come here and click and watch. You support my addiction. Thank you for that. If you're interested in a private read, please look below in the description. You'll find everything you need there. There is a sale on. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. We're going to draw 3 of these, and then we're going to go at it with the tarot. Tell us about Gemini, please. For the next couple of weeks for Gemini. Gemini. All right. We've got the tree. Ooh, I like the envelope. It's become my favorite card in this deck. The envelope, as I've been using it this week. And then we have the horse. So we have the tree, and it says stability and growth. Yes, yes, yes. Can see you growing roots, staying in that one spot, finding the person who gives you stability or the job that gives you growth. This is the one I like because it says unfolding surprise. I love it. So there is something that is about to unfold. It's an envelope, so it could be something that comes to you as a written letter, a document. It could come as a delivery that has a note attached. But the envelope is indicating that something surprising is unfolding. So not about to unfold, but unfolding. And this is the current energy here. So interesting. We have freedom and action. We have the horse. The horse is very intuitive, lives on their intuition, right? Yeah. There's no way you're getting on the back of a horse if it's scared of you. Nope. And even if it does manage to allow you to mount, they're going to throw you off at some point. Yeah. Yeah, it's all about intuitiveness. They're highly, highly psychic, those animals. Yep, they feel everything. What's on the bottom of the deck? Cat. Says jealousy and gossip. Interesting. So you might get some freedom in the future after some sort of surprise unfolds here. Maybe in the future with the cat, there's people that are envious of the things that you have. Somebody who's gossiping about you. All right. Let's take a look at the tree. We've got some stability and growth. Hallelujah, right? Yep. Gemini. Let's look at Gemini, please. Tell me about the tree for Gemini. We've got the 3 of Pentacles in reverse. Woo! My goodness. And then that one flew all around, and it's the 8 of Swords. Interesting, this person has wings. All right. Tell me about the envelope. 5 of Cups. Well, it could be taken many ways, can't it? Let me dig into here. Two of Swords and the 2 of Pentacles. So it's all about decisions in the very near future. It's all about making decisions that are hard to make, that are going to contribute to your stability, to your pentacle world. But it is up to you to make the decision. You're free to make the decision. You're going to have to make that decision intuitively. It feels like you need to take action on something here, and the horse is pointed toward the envelope. So I want to say that whatever comes as this surprise to you is something that I feel is going to it's going to set you free and get you to take action on making these decisions. That's what it feels like here. We've got the King of Wands on the bottom of the deck in the future, and the Hierophant. Justice in the reverse. The King of Wands is Leo, also Sagittarius and Aries. Hierophant is Taurus. What I want to say in the future is that I want to say you become passionate about some type of teaching or path that you're taking. A path that you're taking, maybe it's a traditional path. I think you're the person who likes to follow the rules, but I just don't feel like you're getting any justice there. The King of Wands, I think you're really passionate about keeping things in order, keeping things in line, keeping people in line. And I just don't think that's working out for you. Justice is in the reverse. I think it's just not working out. it's not giving you stability. It's stressing you out. It feels like you have to control it all. All right. So up in your head about the Three of Pentacles in the reverse, I feel as though, Gemini, it says here's stability and growth, which is the tree. But the Three of Pentacles is in the reverse, and this is also a plant, right? It feels like with the Three of Pentacles in reverse, it's like there's not enough interest to keep it going. Or there is some type of fundamental difference in your opinion with another. And I feel as though everything you do is rooted in stability. But I feel like with the three of Pentacles in the reverse and the Eight of Swords, it feels like you're trying to come to a realization or a decision about something. And I think that the Three of Pentacles being in the reverse is something that you're agonizing over. It feels like somebody here is not putting in their share or not putting in enough work. Somebody who's kind of lazy and doesn't really care if this works out. It almost feels like you're overthinking a situation where you're the overgiver. You're the one that's bringing the stability. You're the one that's in the growth period. You're the one that wants to I see roots here, right? You're the one who is looking someplace to grow your roots, like to put down your roots. And I feel like you're up in your head about a decision that you have to make, about a partnership that isn't necessarily panning out the way you thought it may. So we do have the unfolding surprise. And so as I look at this now, we've got the Five of Cups and the Emperor. So what I want to say, Gemini, is either this is your Emperor or you could be the Emperor. The Emperor is all the kings, including, King of Swords, right? So I feel like the unfolding surprise just listening. In this present moment, I think you're looking back. I think that you're looking back at this Three of Pentacles. I feel like the sadness comes from that. The Five of Pentacles is like, I don't know if this can work. But I really do think that you're already in kind of deep is what I want to say. You're kind of knee deep in this thing already. Maybe it's been a couple of months and you just don't know if it's going to work because there seems to be some fundamental differences. I think you are the Emperor and you're looking at everything in the world, as you will, of course. If you're the Emperor, you're looking at it with logic. You're looking at it with with all the things that you have learned, all the knowledge that you've gained, you're looking at it through the eyes of someone who is doing the best for everyone involved, for the whole empire, right? To be available for the kings and the queens to come ask your opinion on something. It feels like that you are the Emperor. I feel like you're going to get some type of the surprise that's coming. I'm just going to say I don't think it's a great one. I think it's what's unfolding here is your realization that the relationship you're in just isn't going to work because of some really fundamental differences that you two have. I think this is where you're making the decisions because the Emperor always takes charge, and that's how I'm feeling your energy. The Emperor is always going to move forward first, right? I think you're making some tough decisions going into the future here with the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords is, I'm trying to make the decision, but everything feels too loud. It's like all the chitter chatter, people telling me what I should do. That's the birds on top of the head, right? It's like I feel like I've got a bird cage on top of my head and the birds just won't shut up. It's like your brain is trying to find the answer and you're having a hard time with the realization. You don't want to see the situation for what it is. Yeah, because you're already in it. It's just that the justice is in the reverse in the future. So even if you wait on this, it feels like you just don't gain ground on it. I think you want freedom. I think you want to take action, make this decision, because I feel like you're really busy. In the 3D world, the Emperor would be that. I feel like you're really busy and you need to pay attention to, you know, all the working parts of your life. And it feels to me like you could be feminine or masculine. You could be someone who is a single parent and is doing it all, holding it all up, the mortgage, you know, the full-time job, everything. I feel like you're super busy. Yeah, and it's just time to make the decision to cut yourself free here, because you need the freedom to move. Yeah, you need to, there's things you need to do. You need to take action on this. I think you're the one that's giving the surprise. I'm just going to say, I think the thing that's unfolding is that you're making the decision that this isn't going to work out for you. Okay, let's clarify just a little bit. Yeah, stability. This person isn't really giving you stability. They might be sort of on again, off again with how they communicate with you, or how you're able to see them in the 3D world, like in terms of getting together with groups of people, and maybe they're just not very available. But the 3 of Pentacles in the reverse tells me that it's really something more fundamental than that. It's like, it's a huge difference in, you know, maybe you're Muslim and they're Jewish and you don't know how you'd raise kids, or, you know, there's lots of different things that you have to navigate. And I just don't think, I'm not saying it's about religion, but you know what I mean? That there are some thought patterns that each of you has that would never change it for another. You have some traditions that you don't want to give up, or ways of thinking. There's just some non-negotiables, and this person may have showed you some of their non-negotiables. We have the Knight of Wands. This person wants to be friends with benefits. That's what it is. Yeah. They're not really looking for anything really with any sort of depth. Yeah, this person doesn't really want a commitment. And the 8 of Swords tells me that you're up in your head about it. Should you or shouldn't you take the offer? And I think you won't. I think that Temperance is always yes, but I think that Temperance is here with the 8 of Swords to try and help you make the decision. I feel like Temperance, like the universe shows up exactly right on time, exactly when you need them. And you could be about to make a decision out of scarcity, out of the 8 of Swords. You might make a bad decision to put you on another path, but I think that Temperance shows up and gives you grounded, balance, moment of alchemy, best time to make this decision that you've been agonizing over. It's time to make that decision. I think that this person, I think that you're the one that's interested in growing roots, having stability and growth. The other person is more interested in what you look like. I think they're very attracted to you. I think that you have great chemistry with them. It's probably kablam. I think all of that stuff's on point, but in the underneath, on the very foundation, there's some things that I don't think you can do. They're just non-negotiable here. Tell me about the 5 of Cups and the envelope, please. What's unfolding in the 5 of Cups? Conversation. So it feels like there's going to be, a surprise conversation. I think that I think it's you that, you're the one who's probably going to ask this person to talk about it, because you're the Emperor. You'll always take charge, right? Yeah, 8 of Wands, there we go. So then we have some quick messages going back and forth here. So I think you're going to reach out to the other person and say, look, I'm sorry, but I think there's some fundamental differences here that I don't think I'm going to be able to overlook going forward. And I don't really want you to change to be who I want you to be. I want you to be yourself. But the situation that we're in right now is not one that I'm comfortable with. It feels like you're the one who's going to say something, because you're making all these decisions here, right? To get yourself some freedom here. Your intuition, I believe, is the Horse as well. And intuitively, you know what decision you have to make in order to be able to gain some balance in your really busy life. Tell me about the Horse. Puts you in the 8 of Swords. 8 and 2 is 10. It's the end of the cycle, right? 2 swords are here. So I feel like you do make the decision to shut this down, to close it off. If it's a relationship, it could be a job, but I think it feels relationship related. Somebody here just is not really interested in seeing you all that often, except for where passion is concerned. Yeah, there we go. You know, you just mind your business, your day to day, you do your thing, you're the emperor, you got to take care of it all. And I feel like love shows up. It just shows up. We do have a King of Wands in the future, right? Which is Leo, but also Sagittarius or Aries, feminine or masculine. And then we have the Hierophant. So we have somebody who may show up and want commitment, right? The Justice is in the reverse, but we do have the Eight of Wands here. So the thing that could be the hard thing about this connection is maybe they're not a great communicator. But there is Four of Wands in the future here. I feel like the Four of Wands is in the future here because of the Ace of Cups. And I think that you will make a decision to end the cycle with whatever was going on here, whatever relationship you're in that's not working. And when you do, I feel that will give you balance. And when you get balance, I feel that's when you're able to move forward. Tell me what what is the challenge in the next couple of weeks, please? The challenge for Gemini. It's going to be the most challenging thing going forward in the next couple of weeks. We've got the King of Cups. Yeah, the King of Cups. So there's going to be conversations about what we were talking about, right? So there's going to be conversations. There's fast-moving energy here. We've got the Eight of Wands and the Knight of Swords. And the Knight of Swords is very scattered energy, like very brave, highly intelligent, like a smart person. But this person is more concerned with getting across the finish line than having all the details. So it almost feels like what's unfolding here, the surprise you're going to get is that, I think that when you say to this person, sorry, I think they're going to come back with, but I love you, or I have lots of feelings for you. I think it's going to cause more communication, which is good, but the challenge is, I do believe that this person probably has really deep feelings for you, or you for them. I think it really has to be talked about. But I do think that ultimately you make the best decision for yourself, and that is to end the cycle. End the cycle and open up a new cycle here. Maybe you start dating again, or maybe after your life is a little more in balance, maybe that's where you're the happiest, is when you're in balance with your life. I think there is communication coming in the future, though, from someone who might be a fire sign. You might be speaking with them. All right. I'm going to leave it here. Yeah. You're asked to be a little more flexible as it pertains to things that are about to end. You're the magician. You're the person who is making the decisions. And so the Queen of Wands is in the reverse. This person is kind of really shallow, I think. Yeah, shallow and toxic. Those might be deal breakers for you. I'm going to leave it here for now. Thank you so much, Gemini, for coming here and watching. I do appreciate you. Please, please, please reach out and hit that thumbs up. Just trying to build the tribe here, and just want to be able to do more readings for y'all. That's what I love to do. Thank you so much for entertaining this crazy lady in Canada the way that she likes to be entertained. And I love you guys. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye. Hello Libra, Elsie here to do your reading for the next couple of weeks. Thank you so much for dropping in here. Thank you for clicking here. I do appreciate you so much for doing that. And yeah, that's the way we're actually slowly growing this air tribe here. I'm so grateful for you, for your thumbs up, for the way you communicate with me in the comments. Thank you so much for doing that. If you are interested in a private read, I do have a sale on right now, up to $15 off selected readings. You can look for that in the description. And yeah, there's a link there to take you to Wizio if you're interested in booking a reading. All right, so here we are using Amira's newish deck. It is the Coffee Cup Oracle. And then we've got this deck here, which is the, what is it again? It is the, oh yeah, Tarot of the Mystical Moments. So this is, of course, not a new deck. You guys have seen it everywhere, but it's new to me. So this is what happens when you watch videos. I get to spoil myself with cards, and in turn, you get the benefit of those cards. Yeah. All right, here we go. Let's take a look. This is for the next couple of weeks. Next couple of weeks here. Let's look at Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. If you are a cross watcher, of course you'd be a cross watcher on a Libra. All right, what do we got? We've got the Wheel. The Wheel is endings and new beginnings, is what it says on the top. Of course, Wheel of Fortune, right? Change is coming. We have the Moose. I like this card, actually. It's really beautiful. And acceptance and eccentric, which I think is cool. And true enough, the moose is kind of eccentric. It's not like really like any other animal. Massive, massive animal. Has a bit of a temper, right? Yeah. Eccentric for sure. Yeah. But couldn't give one F, right? Walking through the forest. I just remember going down the road and at nighttime, something was moving in the ditch. So we slowed down, and this great big monster of a moose came out of the ditch, and it was head and shoulders taller than our truck. They're pretty massive when they're big bulls. Yeah. Okay. One more. We have coins. I like it. Coins, it says luck or money. I also see this as just pentacle world stuff too. Not necessarily money, but pentacles, whatever makes you abundant in the pentacle world. Bottom of the deck, again, we have cat. And cat says jealousy and gossip. Keep it in mind. All right, so the moose, yes, eccentric and acceptance. I think that if you are the one who feels that you're different and you stick out in a crowd like a sore thumb, just let your freak flag fly, please. Just let it fly. Yeah. If you think that you're the one who's the unicorn, then just play that out, for sure. Look, who's not going to respect the moose? It's beautiful. It's majestic. Yeah, it's beautiful to look at. This one's enlightened even. I feel like you are someone who needs to have acceptance of the self. We have endings and beginnings, which is the wheel, which I feel is the wheel of fortune. So I think that there is some fortunate change coming for you. I feel like there has already been endings for you. So I feel like the beginnings are coming new. It has something to do with abundance or pentacle life. So home, hearth, the money that you make. Yeah. Could be money in general, for sure. Let's look at it. Let's throw some tarot at it. Here we go, Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Libra. Tell us about the moose. The moose, please, for Libra. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. All right. We have the High Priestess. And we have the Six of Pentacles. Just listening. There's somebody here who has some psychic energy. So you might have water deep in your chart, like in the right places, or moon and rising. I feel like somebody here is I feel like you feel like a freak in the crowd. It feels like you feel like that, like not a freak in the crowd, but like people are always looking at you, or you feel like you always get attention in places where you don't ask for it. I say that because I think you need to accept that you're psychic, or that you have a connection to human energy, or to soul energy within humans that you might not be aware of. So if you're the person who goes out, in your day, along your day, and people who need money or who need food or who need help automatically find you, it's because you're like an earth angel. And that might be the thing that you think is freaky about you. That no matter where you are, someone who needs help, who's desperate, you might drive by a broken down car or whatever, whoever's desperate, somebody is going to find you. And you're going to automatically give them reciprocity. But I think that you deny yourself, saying that, it's just always been that way. But what I want you to know is that they're finding you because you're in the High Priestess energy. You could have Pisces in the chart, don't have to. But you're the one who's kind of psychic, and you maybe don't acknowledge it or don't know it. Tell me about the wheel. What's ending and beginning here? Take both of these. Okay. Well, I feel like there is I think there is somebody that you were dating or seeing, someone who is giving you reciprocal energy in the heart space. I think that if it has not ended, is about to come to an end. Sorry to tell you that. I never like delivering that energy. The Three of Swords, we can't deny, is about disappointment, sadness, right? The three arrows are in the heart. So this could be about something that is that makes you feel heartsick. Yeah. The Eight of Cups tells me that you are looking for love, but that you feel very disconnected from it. And I want to tell you that I think that there is a new beginning coming here. I really do feel that the wheel is here to navigate you, to send you to the right place, to get you on the right part of the path. I think that you are disconnected emotionally right now because something has come to an end. I think it's someone that you have been giving reciprocity to. So it feels like it was something new, like something fairly new. You just met a person and you began to see them more often than you'll see any other people. I don't think there's been really a label put on it, boyfriend, girlfriend, going out, whatever it is. I think that this reciprocity your gut is telling you is not going to last, and I don't think it does, honestly. You know, this is also someone who is giving more to one person than another, right? All this is going into one glass and not the other. So you might intuitively know it in your gut that the person you've been giving reciprocity to is giving more to someone else. Maybe they're dating, right? Maybe they're just not settling down. Maybe they're just dating. But it feels like something does come to an end here because the Eight of Cups is here. It's like you disconnect from it because it broke your heart. Page of Pentacles. Just listening. Whew, Tower in the distance. Why is that? Because of the Five of Wands. Got to bust you out of this mental thing you're doing to yourself. Page of Wands is here as well. Passionate messages on the way. The universe is going to create some havoc in your life, I think, because you're in the Five of Wands in the future. Five of Wands is indecision, feeling like there's competition or that you're beating yourself up over something that you couldn't change anyway. It was supposed to end. That's what the Tower is. It's in the inevitability of it, right? I want to say that if you're the one who's in this new relationship and you want to call it, I think that it's inevitable that you do, because the Tower's in the distance. I feel like it's breaking down the illusion, right? Yeah. You're in indecision right now as to whether you want to end this or not. I think that you will, though, because of the Tower on the bottom of the deck. Just listening. So what's ending, I feel, is, this connection that you had in the heart space with them. I just don't think it was up to snuff, is what I want to say. I don't think it was enough. I don't think that you saw a really long future in this, because this person is probably doing a lot of dating, doesn't really want to settle down, doesn't really talk about settling down. I think it was all just heartbreaking. I think that you felt them pulling away. Yeah, I think it comes to an end here. What I want to say is I think you begin to concentrate on your wealth or your money. The Five of Swords is harsh communication that comes to the 3D. You might be getting some negative news about money, but what I want to say is don't panic. Like it might be a bill you forgot to pay, or I don't think you need to panic. It's not a lot of money. But I think that the Page of Pentacles tells me that you really don't need to worry about it, because things are beginning again anyway. Something's about to materialize here. So if you do get some bad news about money, or it says luck, so maybe something's just delayed, right? Maybe I'm sorry we didn't get that payment out for you. It's been delayed. So something might go on with your wages, or it feels like a delay that you have to really fight for. It's almost like your check is shorter maybe than it should be, and then you have to talk to someone, and you've really got to use the Five of Swords. Like, come on, you guys, can't you get the payroll, right? You know what I mean? Yeah. But I don't think you have to worry about it, because if that's what it is, if it is a delay of some money that's coming to you, the Page of Pentacles tells me that it arrives. So I don't think you have to worry about that too much. All right, tell me about the Moose. We've got acceptance and eccentric. I think you're accepting finally that you are the High Priestess, that you are someone who has, and if you're the one who's been denying it and you're just too scared to admit that you are the one who is eccentric, because you just feel everything and you have a knowing. It's like you're ordering lunch when you talk about people's lives. You know what's going on, but you don't know why you know what you know. 6 of Swords. Feels a little chaotic, and it's time to move away from that energy, I feel. Moving on with the knowing that you are the High Priestess. You are eccentric. And I feel like you get to be okay with that, because we're going from the chaos to the calm, right? The 6 of Swords. I feel like you get to be okay with that. And that's why you saw that this thing wasn't going to work out, because you do have discernment here. You do know what's going on. Don't ever doubt your gut. Always go with your gut. Got the Strength card. Now you need to have the courage to tell this person that, yeah, this isn't going to work. I don't see this working over the long term. We have the Wheel here, right? Let's talk about that. We have this thing that's ending and beginning. So I just want to know what is ending and what's beginning. Tell me what's ending. Oh, okay. You're coming at a hanged man energy. So now I think you're seeing it from a different perspective now, and you understand that it has to come to an end. And I feel like you know that it's time for you to walk away. What's beginning? What's beginning is a new waiting period, I think. So I feel like it feels like you make the decision to walk away from here, and it takes some time for you to want to get back in the game again. It does take some time for this next thing to come up. The Knight of Pentacles is here. Tell me about the 8 of Cups, please. King of Swords. Yep, you're just going to speak it out. You're going to be honest. There you are, right? Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Yeah, it is Aquarius, but also Libra and Gemini. So you just want to be honest with this person. You're just going to be very factual, very honest, and you've wanted to do that for a really long time. I think that you've changed your mind, or you've changed the perspective in which you're seeing the situation. I really think you're seeing it for what it is now, and that it's time to leave, or it's time to just say, you know, it's over, it's done. Because in your heart of hearts, I think you know that this isn't going anywhere. 8 of Cups and the 3 of Swords, please. And it breaks your heart to walk away, but you're not going to show it. You're not going to show that person. You're going to play all your cards close to your chest, and you're just not going to show how really truly hurt you are. But I don't think that you see a need for carrying on this connection if it's not going to work out, right? Tell me about these coins, please. Coins and the 5 of Swords. So it is a message that is coming. Okay, it's coming with love. Okay, so that changes the whole perspective, right? So this could be money that's coming from a family member, or money that you're going to be blessed with because your mom and dad are giving you money, a down payment on a house, or something like that. It feels as though that there could be it could be an intense situation, like cringy, kind of feels uncomfortable. So that's why I say someone's either lending you money or giving you money or gifting you money, and it makes you feel uncomfortable. And that's why the 5 of Swords is here. And I feel like you're like, no, I don't need it. I really don't. But you know that you really do. Yeah. I just want you to be aware that with the Page of Cups and the 5 of Swords, it almost feels like manipulative love. So somebody might come at you and say, I'm going to give you this money for this, but this is the way you have to spend it. That also might be 5 of Swords. I feel like you do have this new beginning here. The Page of Pentacles is telling me that there is a new beginning, something small that you start. So I have a feeling that maybe you do get some sort of maybe someone's giving you money to start up a business. And we have the Hermit mode. Okay. So then you, I feel like you go to work. Yeah. You're now trying to materialize things in this Pentacle world. And I feel like Hermit mode is where you go. We go there for we go in for self-preservation reasons. I need more wisdom. I got to think about it. I think that probably being here is what causes the Tower, because you then realize that there has to be some type of change that you have to make, right? With the way now you're accountable to other people for the way that you're spending your money, and that puts a little bit of stress on it. But I think you're going to figure it out because the Hermit's here. And the Hermit is very good with money, very good with the details. And I think that, yeah, just be careful, because I feel like with the Page of Cups, it's like somebody who's going to give you the money but going to put constraints on it or try and manipulate you with their words of love. It's like, here's the money, but you know what I mean? Yeah. All right, tell me what the challenge is for Libra going forward in the next couple of weeks, please. What is the biggest challenge for Libra? It is the Chariot, so it's moving forward to victory. It's moving forward quickly. It's fast-moving energy, but it's also energy that is Cancer energy. So it feels as though, yeah, the Four of Pentacles here, you're not showing anybody anything about how you're feeling here. I think that you just really want to move forward quickly. I think what you're going to do is you're going to put all of your focus into whatever you're building here in the Pentacle world. If it's a business or whatever it is, you're building something here or intending to. And I think that the Chariot's telling me that maybe that going forward in the next couple of weeks, maybe your challenge is not to go too quick. You are going to have victory, because Chariot wouldn't show up if you weren't going to have victory, but you are going to have victory. But maybe just be careful of your words. Don't speak too quickly. Hold back when you need to. Play the cards close to the chest in any situation, whether it's love or business or whatever it is. Yeah. Bottom of the deck, there is communication coming. That's what the Tower is causing. I think that there is somebody coming to speak with you for a new beginning. For some of you, it could be about business. For others of you, it could be about pleasure. Got the Ace of Wands and the Fool. Yep. There's somebody coming in the future who wants to possibly invest in either your business, which we're saying right here, invest in your business or invest in you. Yeah. And sometimes they're one and the same. All right, I'm going to go for now. Thank you, Libra, for coming here and watching. Please hit the thumbs up on your way out. Thank you so much for doing that, because we're just trying to bulk up this Swords tribe here. We're just trying to get some more air energy here at 10 of Cups Tarot. So thank you for doing that so much. And hopefully I'll see you in the comments. Thank you so much. I'm going to be out for now. Love you guys. See ya. Bye-bye.